What's up, guys? This is Sean from Srkcycles, and I am riding what used to be, for the past like 6 months, has been my personal bike. No joke, the prettiest CBR 1000 I've ever seen. Custom painted pearl white. The first time I rode one of these things was like back in 2010 or 09 or something like that. And I had my track bike, was currently my street bike, and I just fell in love with this bike. It's so nimble. You hop on this thing and you feel like you just feels like a glove that you've always had your whole life. It feels so light, but has that big leader bike power. So it's got 6,000 miles on it, and I thought, you know what? It's about time I let someone else enjoy this thing. When I got it, one of the mirrors was broken off, but then I fixed it. I also, the fork seals were bad, but then I fixed it. I love this bike. Part of me thinks I shouldn't even sell. Yo, maybe just every time I ride it, I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna keep it. I had it on the website for some like ridiculous price, like 9,500 bucks. No, it wasn't that much, but I was like, you know, it was because I just didn't want to sell it. So pretty. The best thing about it is, it's super fast, and there's no driver's aids on it, which I'm all about. Who needs those dumb traction control, stability control, wheelie control? No. This, let me show you the driver's aid right here. That's your driver's aid. Let me show you the other part of the driver's aid. This. Let me show you the other part. Your foot. That's your driver's aid. Because I'm the driver, I don't need any aids. I might need a band-aid when this bike, you know, runs me into a wall or something like that. I might need more than a band-aid, like some stuff, but I don't know, I'm not into that stuff. Although driver's aids, I think, do make you faster. I'm not gonna lie about that. There's no real problems with this bike. It bangs through the gears flawlessly. It only has 6,000 miles on it. Just messing around a little bit. That front end just loves to come up, and I love to make it come up, and it does it on its own. So much fun. Kind of the reason I love riding leader bikes. They're a blast to drive, but the thing is, when you're on the street, it's hard not to excessively speed. I understand when you're riding bikes, you're gonna speed a little bit, you know what I mean? A little bit. But when you're riding a leader bike, and first gear takes you to 60 miles an hour, it's just kind of hard to not find yourself going 180 miles an hour in a 35. And so that's why, I mean, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun right now driving this 2015 FC07. Oh, yeah, that one. That right there. Just because it's a blast, you can get the front end up in the first 3 gears. Like in 3rd gear, when the hill kind of does a little crest and you just kind of roll on the throttle just a little bit, that front end just comes right up nice and smooth. I mean, you can clutch it and get it to pop up real easy, but it's a very, very fun bike. There are faster bikes out there, you know, maybe on the highway, you know, the S1000s and the newer CBR, you know, there are faster bikes, but when it comes to bikes that feel as nimble as this, it's, you know, this bike feels incredibly nimble. But when it comes to like faster bikes out there, it's all about the rider. This is still a modern motorcycle. And one of the coolest thing about it is it has the HESD, H-E-S-D. I'm gonna pass you. Ah, you see that? That was sick. That's when you know your tires are not warm enough yet to pop a wheelie. I was gonna try to pass you on a wheelie, but this has a electronically controlled steering dampener. So the faster you go, the tighter it gets. The slower you go, you don't even notice it's there because you don't need it. It's a very, very cool system, and it's hidden underneath the tank. I don't know why other bikes don't do it. Yeah, if you have to replace them, probably. I mean, it's stock. It comes stock on the bike. Another cool thing is this whole body, including the tank, is just the tank is a cover over top of the actual tank. So if you want to replace it, you go get a body kit online, just throw it on there. It looks very good. It looks very clean. Yo, it's the police. It's the police. Keep it cool. Keep it cool. Keep it cool. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Just so you know, I'm just joking. We're not doing anything. That the police. Marshmallow Man. I love it. I love riding this bike. It's just very fun. It's not the fastest thing I've ever ridden, but it does, I tell you what, this does handle and feel significantly lighter and more nimble than my GSX-R 600. Like, no question about it. I get off my Suzuki and I jump on this and I'm like, wow, this is so, it just feels so light. So you guys saw when I tried to clutch it up and the back end just started spinning, so I kind of like leaned in on it a little bit to keep that fun going. But that's kind of an example of how my tires weren't warm yet. We've been riding for like 10 minutes. It's a hot day. My tires still were not warm. So when you're talking about getting low and hitting it real hard on the corners, and you know, and you're not on the track and you haven't had tire warmers or have run like a colder lap, you know what I mean? Your tires don't get warm most likely on the street. Your tires will never get warm enough to be at optimum grip, optimum temperature. Although a lot of times after a little like burnout, the next time the tires will stick very well. What's going on here? I thought you were next to me on my right because I heard my exhaust. Yeah. Yeah, I got pipes. I got a pipe. I think so. I don't reckon. Another cool thing about this is they have the turn signals in the mirrors, which is super cool. It's a very clean look. So if you're looking for a bike that's super fun and you're trying to like kill yourself all the time, it's a great bike and it's cheap. I mean, what, 65, 66, 62? That's cheap. That's way too cheap. You're getting a liter bike with 6,000 miles. It looks awesome for less than 6,500 bucks. That's insane. You were probably looking at a 600. You're probably looking at like an F3 or an F4i Honda 600 for like 5,000 bucks. Yeah. I mean, it's a great bike. It looks cool. It's very unique. You'll never see one like it unless the guy did the exact same thing. You can also take it to the track, shred it up, be a beast. And the tires are great. It's got great tires on it. Michelin Pilot Power 2CTs. You gotta rock that. You gotta love that double compound action. I bet I could, if I threw my suit on, I bet I could take this corner at like 80 miles an hour and drag me on it. I'd come up here and I would just lay it down. Wow. Probably like right here is where I'd actually like to start touching. I'm not gonna do it though. If I wreck, I'd hit a pole or something. I'd get impaled. Alright guys, that wraps up the 2008 CBR 1000 RR. I love this bike. It's got low miles, it's very clean, and it's the best bike I've ever owned in my life. Alright guys, remember, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going. Oh yeah, I forgot words of wisdom. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Remember, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going.